Please, please, please let me know that you guys listen to him at least sometimes, like at least Thursdays, 3 p.m. Let me know that you're listening to him because that man changes lives. I can tell you about that story another time. But here we are learning about being an IBO, independent business owner, and some systems. So who's down to automate their organization to make your life a lot easier, right? Because what does Tim say? Systems saves yourself some time, energy, and money. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so we get right into it. We have a really exciting reveal at the end of this. So make sure that you stay till the end. I'm going to go ahead and share. All right. So for those of you that don't know me, what are you doing? I'm just kidding. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nancy Aguilera. I am so happy and grateful now that QC has reached 10,000 lives, has touched 10,000 families, that we are living in abundance, and that we have tapped into something that we have not even imagined yet. I'm so happy and grateful, guys. All right, so let's talk about systems. You can follow me. You can follow QAnon Creations. If you don't, do that. So something that we read, and by we, I mean a few of us that read James Clear, Atomic Habits, is that you don't rise to the level of your desires. Sounds weird, right? You actually fall on the levels of your systems. What does this mean? It means you have to prepare yourself. Tim also says preparation is the highest form of belief. You want to act as if, right? The feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's going through the motions because you know it's already done. It's having that faith, that certainty, but most importantly, that clarity, because now you know exactly where to go and how you're going to get there. So let's maximize our efficiency with clarity. Therefore, we know exactly what we got to do, and we leave very little room for error. Awesome. We have 111 on the call, by the way, so there's no such thing as coincidence. 111, it's a sign of purity and a lot of growth. So we're on the right page. 10 systems at a glance that we're going to go through. So if y'all are taking notes, you want to take a screenshot of this. We're going to run through this in like 25 minutes so that we can give you the big reveal. All right, system number 1 is customer acquisition, and I'll explain what they are in a little bit. System number 2, customer onboarding, launching. System number 3, distributor acquisition, IBOs. Number 4, distributor onboarding, launching. 5 is recognition. 6, communication. 7, trading system. 8, training system. 9, leadership development, important. And 10, events. All right, so let's get into customer acquisition system. This is definitely what you want to be teaching everybody under the sun. What is it? It's what we know as PSA 3. So what we want to do is especially teach people that show interest in building the business and building the organization and impacting lives. We want to teach them how to do it, right? Because in the beginning, we just don't know what we don't know. So piquing interest, exposures. We want to prospect, we want to invite, because those are the gateway skills to building any type of organization. So how do we do that? Basically, piquing interest just means that you're cultivating some kind of response. So anything that you're responding to or reacting to. This can be a story on Instagram. It can be a poll. It can be a post. It can be a reel. It could be something on Facebook, something on Twitter. It can be Clubhouse. You want to cultivate some kind of response. You want to have people's ears. If we had like doggy ears, we want them to be perked up, right? All right. We want to build rapport for people or with people and get to know them, because when we get to know them, we're getting clues, context clues, or evidence of what kind of personality they have. Thank you, baby. Oh, shit, just kidding. So we learned this past weekend something called form to sign, right? Write that down in your notes. It's really clever, more than anything. We learned that from Chairman 25 TM. So form to sign, it's an abbreviation, right? Family, occupation, recreation, message. So ask them about their family, ask them about what they do, ask them what they do for fun, and keep messaging them. You're building rapport, right? This leads you to sign. You get to know their strengths their interests, their goals, and very importantly, their needs. You get to know what kind of problem can I solve for you. The majority of people, either they don't have money or they don't have time. A lot of people don't have either. So let's solve that problem for them. We're professional problem solvers. All right. And then we want to kind of segue with like some kind of call to action, right? We want to be like, all right, are you open-minded to partnering for business? Do you want to lock arms? Do you want a partnership? Think of like the personalities, by the way. This is not a one size fits all, kind of. So in order to do this efficiently, you want to talk people's language, right? Something that I heard a long time ago is if you don't know people, you don't know business. And you have no business having a business. So again, you want to be able to resonate with people or speak their language. Otherwise, it's the same thing as frequencies, right? If we're wanting to listen to a radio station, but we're on a different frequency, we're not going to tap into that one. It's the same thing with personalities. If I want to give you this information, but I'm over here being all wacky and just like not speaking your language, it's going to go right over your head or from one ear to the other. So Mike has an amazing training that he did a while back. It's a little lengthy, but it's lots of nuggets, applicable nuggets. So here you're going to learn about different personalities, and it's categorized by color: red, green, blue, yellow. A very brief rundown is red are people that are aggressive, direct. They like business, they like flashy, they like celebrity endorsement, and they're very action oriented. They go far and they go fast. Greens are very logical people. They love to do their research. They're tech savvy. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to close greens, but when you do, they're here for life. Blues are the most traditional people you're going to meet. They like a blueprint. So they like that feeling of safety and familiarity. And then yellows, my caregivers, yellows are nurturing type. They are very big on community. They're going to, no, we're not trying to find vulnerable people. I mean, everyone has some kind of vulnerability. Yellows are nurturing. They're very caring. Think of mother hen, think of me. They're also very organized. So if you can speak in the way that is like, here's the information in a very organized manner, then you're speaking the language. These are just some examples. I highly recommend going on the Quantum Creations YouTube and checking out the bank code video, which is Mike explaining what these mean and how to use them efficiently. All right, we're moving on to the next part, which is sharing the plan. Sharing the plan could be anything from op calls, the 2-day free trials that you've been seeing everywhere, one-on-one presentations, or sending the video. The most efficient way to give someone the information and filter people out fast is sending them a video. Because think about it this way: if you're not hungry enough to watch a 15-minute video, then baby, this isn't for you, like straight up, right? If you're not hungry enough to learn how to make money, then maybe you don't deserve to make money this way. I'm sure you'll find another way to do it. The next part, the A in PSA 3 is very important. It's assuming the close. Y'all ever feel a little bit afraid to be like, so this is $325 to get started? Don't. Do not. There's so much value in this academy. I'm sure you guys have been in the chats, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of success stories, a lot of testimonies. This should not be $325 for elite. This should be 4 figures minimum. So assume the close. Assume that this price is pretty much undervalued. This is underrated AF, right? So something that I like to say, it's super simple. It's a segue. Like getting started is super simple, right? It only takes 4 minutes. All you need is your first name, last name, email, phone number, and billing. You can do that in 4 minutes, right? Perfect. And then we're going to hop on a 3-way call. So the 3-way call is going to be for one of 2 things. Either we're getting on a 3-way call because I'm going to close you, or we're getting on a 3-way call to launch you. The latter is the best, but no worries. You can always convert. Remember that. You can always convert. This is a steal. Yes, I pay thousands, 100%, because it pays you right back. Everything that you give back, you receive. All right, launch calls run efficiently because there's levels of leadership. So something that we like to do that duplicates very well is, let's say that Marcellus is getting started, and and I want to plug him in with Tyler. So perfect. I'm going to be like, hey, Tyler, I'm going to have Marcellus on the call. I think that you guys will really resonate. And I'm going to tell Marcellus the same thing. I'm going to say, hey, Marcellus, I want to plug you in with someone that has a little bit more of experience. That way you don't just hear from my point of view, my perspective, but you get to hear from somebody else's point of view too. And as you know, two heads are better than one. We're going to lock arms and make sure that you get everything that it is that you need in order to have the best experience possible. Okay, that was a mouthful, but you can find your own words for it, right? All I'm saying is that levels of leadership is what makes people feel like they have some kind of support system, right? Some kind of safety net. All right, moving forward. So that was system number one, customer acquisition, right? How are we getting new students in? How are we getting new entrepreneurs to see who we are? Here's the thing, guys. If we're not posting, that means our business isn't open. This is definitely something that I can get better at. Always, I can improve on it for sure. But that's the way that I think about it, is that if I don't put myself out there, how are people out there going to know that I'm open for business and that I want to help them? They're not. So put yourself out there as much as you can, as much as you want. I would say as much as you're comfortable with, but like, we're not here for comfort, right? So next one is customer onboarding. In other words, the launch. And 3 things that we keep in mind when we're doing this launch. It doesn't have to be an hour long, by the way, guys. Just build the relationship, right? Get to know each other. Goal setting. I'm talking about real goals, not just like, yeah, I want to make money. Okay, cool. How much? Tell me a little bit more, right? Or how long are you going to be here? You want to get as much information out of them as you can. That way you have something to work with. That way you can help them best, most efficiently, right? And then some expectations. You want to tell them what to do. I know that most people aren't here to take orders from somebody else, but when 99.9% of people are coming from a job anyway, they're coming from a place where they've been told what to do, when to do it, how much they're doing it for, and how often they're doing it, right? They're not used to having all this freedom. So in the beginning, up until people are confident in what they're doing, we're going to guide them. We're going to say, hey, Tyler, this is what you're going to do first. Watch these videos. It'll take you 2 hours. Get back to me when you're done and let me know if you have any questions. He gets back to me. Perfect. Hey, Tyler, this is what you're going to do next. This is our bounce back boot camp. It's going to take you X amount of time. Let me know anytime that you have any questions or message me in the chats, right? He does it, the thing, and then you're going to be like, hey, Tyler, this is what you're going to do next. Mike goes live at this time, this time, this time, and this time. Zachary and Jordan Morgan go on at this time, this time, this time, this time. Let me know what it is that works best for you, and we can work something out so we're in constant communication. You're letting them know exactly what to do. Clarity is key. All right. Also, actually, no, I'm just going to skip over that. You guys will find out later. All right, distributor acquisition. So how are we recruiting up? How are we getting those people that really want to run? How are we getting the Roberto Thunders? How are we getting the Layla Levies, right? How are we getting the Sheikas? Well, it's all about, well, a few things. 1, going out and getting them. 2, attraction marketing. You want to attract the right people into your business. I'm so happy and grateful that my frequency emits something where people want to join me on a daily basis and they're receiving constant value. Qualities of an influencer from Eric Worre. Super simple. I always forget the 5th one, but I got it this time. Number 1 is independent. You want to find people that are good on their own, right? The one-man wolf pack if you want to. People that are consistent. The easiest way to find consistent people are at gyms. Why? Because those gym rats are disciplined. Number 3, a big vision. I love meeting people that can think beyond what they see right now, right this second, right? There's a difference between sight and vision. So talk to the people that have a big vision and that have goals. Number 4 is people that take massive action. Walk it like you talk it, right? And then number 5 are problem solvers. We don't want to get the person that has a problem for every solution. We want to get the person that has a solution for every problem. And then something helpful is verbiage. So if you want to get, I don't know, if like you have an idea of the niche that you want to target, the kind of person that you're manifesting into your organization, whether that be, you got to be specific, by the way, guys. There's like, it isn't wrong to manifest a certain person, because then your reticular activating system will bring her or him into your realm of reality. Anyway, So using certain verbiage like brand ambassador or partnership or locking arms, that way they know that that's a partnership and that you're not here to use them, right? Because that's not what we're here to do. We're here to teach them. We're here to show them. We're here to guide them. We're doing much more of a favor to these people than they're doing for us. But in order to have a great reputation and credibility and social proof, we have to kind of guide them a little bit in the beginning. Then when they know, they know. Like I'm sure most of us here didn't expect what we're currently receiving at the beginning, right? It's kind of like no way that we would do that. It's kind of like we underpromise and overdeliver. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing, and then you get in and you've been here a year and you're like, damn, I'm so happy and grateful for this family. Am I right? Drop a 7 in the chat if you are so happy and grateful that QC is going to 10,000 families being impacted sooner than later. All right, now launching distributors. It's very, very similar to launching a customer or launching a new student. The difference is that now we get to teach them about what an IBO is. So an IBO is an independent business owner. Once you become one, you have to purchase the IBO package. So what does the IBO package allow you to do? One, it gives you a 1099 at the end of the year. So it's tax season, right? Meaning that if we've been getting paid by IM, by Christopher Terry and Isis De La Torre, okay, Uncle Sam wants to know about it too. So you're going to get a 1099, but also because you're an independent business owner, it's very similar to being like a sole proprietor, independent contractor. You're going to get some tax benefits. So a lot of our things that we purchase are actually tax deductible. So that's the plus side of being an independent business owner. Next thing that you're going to do is explain to them, purchasing it's 1671, I think it is, monthly, 1671 monthly to get all the perks and benefits. This also allows you to have a virtual office or back office as we know it. And it allows you to see your entire organization. So big plus there. You're going to download and explain the ranks for them. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm here to show you what's like beneficial. So explaining ranks for them, that way they know what it is that they're going towards, and they see that it's a lot easier than one might think. We have the best compensation plan in the entire industry, guys, by the way. So explaining that to them should not be very difficult. And then you're going to teach them this very trade. This is how you get customers. This is how you launch them. This is how you get distributors. This is how you launch them, so on and so forth, right? You're going to teach them everything that you know, right? Because it's not about what you know, but what you can duplicate. All right, our next system is our recognition system. Y'all seen a flyer before? Like a little 6-figure flyer today, a little 6-figure flyer yesterday, some P1Ks being dropped, some P2Ks loading. Yeah. So that's our recognition system. Why? Because the one thing that I learned in college was Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So we have physical needs like food and water, but we also have psychological needs, like the feeling of being safe, or the feeling of safety, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of love, your self-esteem and self-actualization. So what does that mean? It means making people feel good. When people feel good, they feel good, and that's good. But when people feel good, they stay. When people feel good, they feel at home. When people feel good, they just tend to do more and contribute more. So that's why we have a recognition system. We want to be able to say, look, congratulations on your accomplishments, which you celebrate accelerates. So congratulations for this, but we're going for so much more. Little fist bump. And then here are the flagship recognitions of the company. It's P150, P600, P1000. So P150, you get $150 a month. Great. You get it weekly. So anything that you get from the company, it's distributed by the week. You get paid every Friday, residual day, at about 3 or 4 p.m. Central Eastern Time. P600, exactly what it sounds like. $600 a month, that's $150 a week. You get paid weekly. P1000 is 30 people. It is $250 a week. You get paid weekly. Now, what I want to go more into depth is coming up later. All right, next system is trading. So everybody should have a confirmation checklist. Everybody should know what they're trading, right? Here we have our trading system as a platform. Very easy enough, right? Like be a product of the product, use the services. So whether you're using FRX, DCX, some of you might be using HFX now, Elite, e-commerce, whatever it is that you're using, make sure that you're plugging in, right? Because when you plug in, you charge up. Make sure that you're putting people on the bounce back bootcamp. This thing literally changed my life. It changed my trading career. I'm not just saying that because it sounds good or because Mike is on the platform, but it's real. Showing people or helping people out with the go live schedule. We have over 250 educators. Just saying. So could it be overwhelming? Sure. Do we know a little bit better and we know kind of like where to guide them? That's where mentors come in, right? So helping people out, choosing the go live schedule that suits them best. Also, something that could be part of your trading system is on Telegram, there's a little thing called Bounce Back, or it's now called Bounce Back Power Hour. It gives you alerts on when there's a trade available or when someone at Trade House has sent a trade idea. You look at that, you open it up on IM Center, strategies, perfect. You have a trade idea. I did that this morning at the gym, easy enough, right? And then we have Swipe Coin as well, same idea. You get the app, you get alerts, you plug in, profit. So we're focused on teaching duplicatable trading, right? It's not about one person making money, but is it duplicatable? That's the important aspect of this. So having a confirmation checklist is vital. You don't want to trade just to trade. Yes, the price can only go one of two directions, but that's not what we're here to do, right? We're not here to throw money at a wall in hopes that it sticks. No, the reason why some big flyers dropped this week is because we've been doing this for quite some time in a way that's consistent, that we've been seeing constant growth. So also know your hours of operation. Are you someone that trades New York? Are you someone that trades London? Do you trade Asian session? Make your mind up and get to know and put yourself on a system. That way it's consistent. When it's consistent, then you can also have an audited account, and my FX book will show you when you trade best and when you trade worse. That way you're refining or you're mastering your craft. Trade management rules, you know the deal. You have Mike for that on Go Live. I don't have to give you a whole training right now. And then FTMO, that definitely helps a lot of people, right? Shout out to all the FTMO funded traders in the house. You guys are goats. Definitely something that people should take advantage of, right? Because here we are teaching you the skill set, and the company's also giving you some money so that you can use and practice that skill set, right? But unless you're going German, then they're not giving you six figures. But FTMO is willing to give you an account, a managed account with six figures in it. You just got to show them that you know what you're doing. That's why we love it. That's why we duplicate it, right? Let's go, Leah. All right. Next system is communication. So do y'all ever wonder like how many people Mike and Tim are talking to? It's a lot. It's a lot because I talk to a lot of people. I have, you see my notifications here at the bottom of Telegram. Yeah, that's a constant thing, and I'm constantly going through them. So the way that I keep myself organized is, one, we use Telegram as our communication system in English. In Spanish, we use Discord, right? This isn't a Spanish training, so I'm not going to go through that right now, but just know there's a Spanish system for everything too. So plug into Telegram, right? We have the QC 10,000 strong chat, which is open dialogue. It's very open communication. It's for celebrating. It's for anything really. We have QC Snipes, which is trade talk. We have QC Crypto, which is crypto talk. We have Market Outlook, which is exactly what it sounds like. We have announcements. There you go. We have a little bit of everything, right? And then for me, as an IBO, I like to keep them organized. Otherwise, my Telegram looks a mess. So you can organize or kind of like create a folder for these chats, as you can see on this little screenshot right here. So I have one that says QC things, everything that is QC focused, like the bigger kind of things. Then I have one that's leadership. That's conversations with all my leaders. Then I have other IM stuff like the P1000 and above chats that are from other organizations. Then I have some follow-ups. So if y'all are following up with people on Telegram, I definitely recommend that you create a folder for that as well. You guys can create a folder for anything that you want. It just depends on how your mind organizes things, but that's the point, is organize your things. And then also, obviously, we use text So whether you have Android or iMessage, reaching out to people is really important. It's where you build more rapport, where you build your relationship. It's just letting people know that you care about them and that you're here for them, right? So of course you can send out 100 messages, right? Some of us have a few hundred people that we reach out to on a daily basis. So here's a little sneak peek. I use an app called Reach. So some of y'all know Reach is $5.99 a month. It basically allows you to do a similar thing as Telegram, where you can create groups of people. So let's say that you wanted to create a group for all your new students, right? Your new students for the last 30 days. Perfect. Then you say like newest members or something, and you put those contacts in that list. Then when you want to message each and every single one of them, you can create one message, but it'll send it to all of those contacts in that list. And you can also send the same message to multiple lists at a time. Let me know if that makes sense. So let's say, for an example, okay, say that you wanted to organize your groups on Reach per team, right? We don't really do that, one team, one dream, but let's say that you wanted to do that hypothetically. So leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. You put all your contacts under leg 1, same thing for leg 2 and leg 3. Let's say that you wanted to contact every single person on your team, then you would send one message, and you get to customize it, by the way. So it's not just like you sound like a robot, not always anyway. And you make the message, and then you're sending it to all 3 of those groups. So that's something that I highly recommend. It saves you a little bit of time and energy. And again, it's customizable so that you don't feel like you're not giving people your full attention. You are. It just saves you the initial or the inertia of that energy, so that you can spend more time actually following up with them and having that full-blown conversation. All right. Next system is trainings. So y'all see the announcements, right? Like there's 6 calls going on every single day. Wednesday's today's schedule. Are you kidding me? It was packed. We just got off the training with Jordan. We have another training after this. Like Tim said, if you're not plugging in, if you're not learning and you're not making money, like you're either lying or you're just not plugged in. So these trainings, some trainings that you should definitely have, whether it be on the macro or the micro, whether it be with QC wide or your individual team. Make sure that you're teaching people how to set goals. Something that I've learned, because Mike and I and Tim, we do the Bob Proctor mentorship, is like there's an art to setting goals, right? Some of us are thinking very small, and that's why we're feeling uninspired. That's also why we're running in circles and we feel like we keep hitting a wall. When you know how to set goals, and we can do that training another day. When you know how to set goals, now you have more room for creativity. Now you have more room to actually do things, to put in some action, to feel inspired, and to actually get them done. It's crazy. Another training that you should do is trading basics. So whether that be crypto basics, Forex basics, or HFX basics, or even ECX basics, make sure that people have a solid foundation for what they need, right? So for Forex basics, an example could be teaching people what the hell a candle is, teaching people about structure, liquidity, and balance, mitigation, like your confirmations, breaking it down, giving them the recipe. Another training that you should duplicate, I missed that. Another training that you should duplicate is PSA 3 and edification. So the PSA 3 training that I just gave like a few slides ago, duplicate that. Another one that I also have and can't share with you guys is edification. Edification is probably the most underrated skill set that I can think of, because edification will have either someone super hyped and inspired and ready to get started, or they're going to treat this like any other thing. It really makes a difference. Edification is key. A lot of people say that you can edify your way to chairman, whether you're edifying an event, a person, a product, a service, a video. People will respond to the energy that you put behind it. So people don't know what they don't know, right? But you get to present it to them. So take advantage of this skill. Organization, this is a really important one, and Tim's going to do a training on that in a few days, I believe. So just keeping yourself organized. I'm a fan fave of, I like having DMOs, daily methods of operation. It's basically having a grocery list of things to do every single day. I'm sure you guys have heard 1% a day. That makes you 37 times better over a year. right? That's compounding. So that's great. It keeps you organized. It keeps you having that clarity. That way you're not just kind of like letting the days go by and not seeing any fruition from them. And then another training is the back office. So that's actually what I'm going to go into next. Remember that this is a business and numbers are involved. So let's learn about it. Let's talk about it. Oops, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. The last system is, this looks funny, is personal and leadership development, right? You cannot pour from an empty cup. So everybody on this call, please, please, please remember before you go to bed and after you wake up in the morning is pour into yourself. Very important. If you're not learning anything new, you can't teach anything new. And people will only learn what it is that you know up until now, which is finite. Like that's cap. We don't want to do that. We want to continue to learn, always continue to grow. That way we can continue to pour into people, right? Y'all have heard about the spiritual side of success. Yeah, that is real. That is the realest thing that I know. So tap into that, learn more about that. And of course, this is you investing in yourself, which is the best place to invest. All right, now let's get into the back office. Let's talk about compensation. So this is a really blurry image and I'll get to a better one, I promise. But basically it starts at P or platinum 150, meaning it's 3 customers and you get paid $150 a month. That's great. You get to choose your payment method, by the way. So whether that be Skrill, Bitcoin, Pay Quicker, Maxi Cash, and there's a new one that I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry. You can also get paid in IM credit, by the way. You can use that credit to pay for your own subscription or pay for a friend's. That also includes the add-ons as well. So just know that that's an option. The next rank is Platinum 600. So this is 12 people in your organization total, directly from you and indirectly from you. Payout, I pay out, thank you. The leg structure is also very important. So there are some companies that do a binary leg structure, which means that they do 2. However, I think it's really genius, and there's a method to the madness, right? I use a 3-leg structure, meaning that we build 3 legs, our teams, within us, which means that nobody here, for the most part, can get lucky, right? Like, let's say that I enrolled Mike and Mike brought in all these people, right? Why would I get paid for Mike bringing in all those people? I have to put in some work, right? There's a law that's called the law of compensation that says that the universe will pay you for the level of difficulty it is that to replace you. In other words, how much value are you providing, right? So the reason why we have 3 legs is you got to work for it. Like, trust. This is a process, and we pour into our people every single day. If you haven't seen my schedule, I will show it to you. But yes, we're pouring into people all the time, right? So leg structure is important. For P150, you only need 3 people. So it doesn't matter what legs that they're on. It's just 3 people, period. For P600, 12 people total, and it can be one of 2 ways. It could be 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12, right? Cool math. Or it could be 4, 4, 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Awesome. You get paid on a weekly basis. This are the ways that we just mentioned. And I got paid quicker. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I would highly recommend BTC. And then the next one is P600. So P1000. P1000 is where you usually don't get to that point by accident. You're usually working towards it. And at this point, you're creating duplication. So at this point, you definitely should have P150s in your organization and at least 1 P600 in your organization. Again, the company or the law of compensation says that you are providing value and that you are teaching people to do something. So in this case, you're teaching people to do everything it is that you're doing, right? The more that you help, the more that you get paid, right? The universe operates in dynamic exchange. What you put out, you get back. And lucky for us, we get it back in dinero. So P1000 is 30 people. It could be 10, 10, 10. It could be 12, 12, 6, or it could be 12. And then the other 2 legs will just be divided by whatever is left over to make 30. I hope that makes sense. I'll send you guys over there's a PDF. So you can go to IM Academy. There's an academy for IBOs, right? We have everything. And you have a PDF, and I'll show that to you guys in just a little bit. Next one, P2000. 75 people minimum. Actually, it's a little bit less with elite packages. So I'm going to go into the volume and numbers in just a second. Bear with me. So about 75 people, right? Give or take. And this could be either 30, 30, 15 or 30 and then whatever is left over to create 75 divided by those two legs amongst each other. Platinum 2000 is where you're really like, you're here for life. Like you're pouring into people, you're duplicating P600s, P1000s. And this is where for most countries internationally, I'm not talking about the United States, but for most countries, you can start to do this full time. You can live off of $2,000 a month. Minimum, you can pour into your trading account or your crypto portfolio with $2,000 a month, right? $2,000 makes a difference. That can pay for rent and some. So awesome. P5K is next. I'm so happy and grateful that we are duplicating P5000s everywhere. Everything I touch turns to gold. P5000, it's a little bit of a leap. It's 225 people if everyone's getting a platinum package. Luckily, people are hopping on board for the elite package, right? Elite package has a lot of value. But anyway, 225 people. This could be 90, 90, 45 or 90, and then the remainder divided by those other two legs. So let me hop into the bonuses really quick, and then we'll come back to the compensation. So bonuses are when you sign up for IBO. If you're not IBO, you don't get this. I'm sorry. That's why you go IBO. Bonuses are $25 for platinum packages, meaning that if you sign up, or when you sign up someone who's your personally referred customer, then you get $25. Not that payment period, but the next one. So let's say that I sign someone up today. What's today? Wednesday. I won't get it this Friday. I'll get it next Friday. And that will be added to my compensation. When I sell elite, or when I put people onto elite, then instead of 25, I get 50. Why? Because it brings more volume brings more revenue to the platform. Awesome. So for you, those of you that don't have the IBO package, that aren't an IBO and you can't see your back office, this is what it looks like. This is very accurate. You have this bar, this menu on the the left-hand side, and it gives you a lot of options. So I'm gonna go through them really briefly. The dashboard is what you're looking at right now. So this gives you your personal stats, how many people you've personally enrolled, how many people, what kind of package you have. So let's go through these really quick. PV equals personal volume, right? That's, if you have the platinum package, then it's PV 150, because the platinum package is worth 150 points. If you have elite package, it's 185, right? 195. So that's what would show up if you have elite package. Personal retail sales volume, that's your PRSV or your referrals. I think of it as personally referred sales volume. So this is how many people you've enrolled personally. Personal sales volume, PSV, is that minus IBOs, right? Perfect. Your rank will show up here, your active products. So we have Platinum, Swipe Trades, Web Analyzer, and IBO. I just realized I have Elite, but it says that. It's probably because I have the old one. I'm grandfathered in, guys. Don't worry. Statistics. So total customers, how many people are in the organization? Group volume, total IBOs, how many people are also running with you? IBO group volume, customer ratio. For the majority, the company is about 88% customers, meaning that most people actually don't build a business. What does that mean? Is that most people are using the services or the products. That's really great to know. Keep that in the back of your head. At some point, somebody's going to ask you, like, so do you have to build this business in order to see success? Answer is absolutely not. Most people actually don't. And then total group volume, awesome. Then you see your earnings, what you've made from the company in the last 7 days, 30 days, and lifetime earnings. So this is just a cool little number to know, because one day you'll come across Christopher Terry and you're going to say, thank you for paying me $1 million a month. All right. The next rank achievement board is going to give you stats on how much you need to go in order to hit your next rank. Easy enough, right? So what your next rank is, how many active members are left, group volume is left, qualified volume, leg rule, and then customer leg rule. Awesome. Now we can get into the details. So PRSV, like I said, personally referred sales volume, 150 for platinum, 195 for elite, also 185 for ECX. Or is it the same? I don't think it's the same.
It's 195.
195 for ECX?
Yeah.
195 for ECX. PSV is what you do. So if you see a 0 next to your name, or if your upline see a 0 next to your name, you're in trouble. It means you got to be a product of the product, my man. All right, group volume is how many people are in each leg. So what I like to do when it comes to group volume is, okay, you know how I said that we have 3 legs for this organization? So it looks a little bit like this, and I'm going to come back to this group volume thing. So it looks a little bit like this, right? Here are the first liners of your organization. None of these people are active. And then where you see a little green plus, that means there's an organization under there, right? So on the right-hand side, you're going to see this group volume. So this is going to be something that you can multiply by 150 or 195. So this might be a big number. What I do, an easy way to know, oh, what happened here? What I like to do is an easy way to know how many people are in each team is that you divide this number by 150, or divide this number by, I would divide it by 150. That way, you know, okay, I have this amount of people here, this amount of people here, this amount of people here. Perfect. I forgot what I was going to show you guys over here. All right, so becoming an IBO, you're taking on responsibility, right? You get to choose who it is that you become as a leader, as a sponsor, as a mentor. You get to choose what kind of organization you want to create, right? This is the only place that I've seen up until now where we have full creativity. I get to choose who it is that I want to work with, when I want to work, how I want to work, how much I want to make, and where I want to work from. Right? See, I can't really do that anywhere else, which is why I love and I am committed to continuing to grow this, because it's paid me well. It has taught me a lot more than I ever thought I would learn from a platform. So becoming a successful business owner is as simple as being informed and making a decision. Are you able and willing to make this decision? Of course you're able. You are God's highest form of creation. You have to know that anything that you want to do, you can do by law. So number one, yes, you are able. The question is, are you willing? That's the differentiator. That's where you truly make the decision is, am I going to do this? Do I want to do this? Once you make the decision, it's game time, because now it's when you're saying, I am committed to growing this. I am committed to helping people grow. I am committed to growing myself. So the next thing that I want to show you guys is actually somewhere over here. Let me get my life together. Here we go. So when you go into the back office, iam.academy, whether you do it as, I guess you can do it on iam.center as well. It shows up as the IBO handbook or IBO Academy. You go to what's called the IBO handbook, and it's basically this. It's a table of contents. It's a PDF, and it goes through a bunch of things, right? What I want to show you guys is over here. Oh, also, just so you guys know, and I'm sure you guys do, but when you want to go 2 and free, you have to get people the same package that you have. Some people have the elite package and they sell 2 platinum packages, and that's not how that works, right? Think of the group volume. So if you have 195 group volume, you should be subscribing people to also have the 195 group volume. That's how you get your full ride scholarship. Complete side note, but just so you guys know. All right, so this is the bonuses that I talked about before. And this is the residual income by month. Ranks are up here. Monthly income is right here. You are paid weekly. And okay, so this is a fun, I won't get into that one right now. This is a fun fact. When you hold your quote unquote rank, right? Like, yes, for 90 days, for 3 months, the company actually gives you a bonus. Like, they want to continue making money. They really do. Christopher Terry is one of the most generous guys I know. He's wild with it. But so for P2000, you're going to get a $500 bonus. That's a week's pay. So you're basically getting an extra week just for doing what you've been doing. And then it grows up from there. Basically a week's pay for every rank that you go up, as long as you're holding for 90 days. Happy and grateful that we've done that. We duplicate that. most people see retracement. I'm really excited and grateful and low-key, high-key proud that we have great retention, guys. And I'm sure you've heard the guys say this, is while the rest of the company and other people, and especially other companies, are seeing big retracements for X, Y, and Z reasons, we have continuously seen growth. Why? Because we do the right things with the right time, or at the right time, with the right people, for the right reasons. We constantly see growth. We're like a VRA chart, just saying. So because of that, people see and keep their rank, and they get a bonus for doing so. So my side note, just me, is continue to pour into others. You will get paid respectfully. All right, so here we go. Rank requirements, PRSV. What was I gonna do? Oh, this is personals. So 290 PRSV for P600 and P1K. Honestly, that's really low. I would aim to have a 4-figure PRSV always. Like, if you're real about this, if you're all in about this, have a 4-figure PRSV, right? All we know are commas and everything that we do. So just have that in mind. PSV stands for personal sales volume. AM stands for active members. We don't really need to do this, but what else do I need to show you here? Group volume. So minimum, you're having 435, that's 3 people, 1740, that's 12, so on and so forth. So minimum, you need these amounts right here in order to hit those ranks above. Just have that in the back of your mind. And then that's okay, we don't really need that right now. Perfect. So that's a brief training on what it means to be an IBO, how to be it, how to duplicate it, most importantly. What I want to go ahead and do is actually stop sharing my screen so that Tim can share his, because we got a exciting little announcement. We like to keep things fresh, keep things updated, right? Oh, actually, I'm going to pass it off to you. Don't do this to me, guys. I'm playing ping pong here.
I'm going to go do go live.
Okay.
I said it's in.
So Tim, I'm passing it off to you. So what we're going to do is show you something really exciting, something that we've been working on the low, but you guys know that we like to keep things really fresh, and we like to make sure that our people are getting the most updated, the most, what's the word? Modern version of things. Before, our launches used to be on a document, like a Google document, and we would just send the link to that. That worked fine, but it wasn't as sexy. So now we have something very sleek for you guys, something that you're going to be proud to share, something that you can share with excitement, but most importantly, something that works, something that you can send to people, and they will be able to learn everything it is that they need to learn with minimal error and maximum clarity. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Tim so that he can show you guys the stuff that we're really excited to share with you. And of course, you guys know Tim. I don't need to edify him. This is your chairman 25 speaking, the person that put Mike on, the person that gives all the trainings all the time. He knows all the sauce. He duplicates very well. He's created a culture. He's created QC alongside of some of the best people that I know, someone that I'm really excited to continue to work with, not just in past, present, but also future. I'm here for a long time and a good time, by the way, my man. But most importantly, someone that's always looking out for you guys. So because of that, whenever he has an idea, he goes, we need this for QC. So this is your mentor, guys, my mentor, my leader. Go ahead, Tim.
Perfect. There we go. Guys, forgive me. You know, I tried this new hair gel. I don't like it. It got tossed in the trash. So I went to the store today and bought my old hair gel. So deal with me. I'm not as cute as normal, but y'all know the vibe. So Nancy, thank you so much for that training. I actually messaged Mike during that training, and I have one of my first ideas for our first upcoming courses we'll be launching. But I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I know we have Lewis and is going to be going live with us for HFX in about 7 minutes at 9:10 p.m. Central Time, 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is someone who has taken, let's just say he's done well, right? He's done well. His wife's doing well. His kids are doing well. Everyone is doing really well. It's not my job, my responsibility, or my place to put the numbers there. Just, you know, I'll say well. So guys, one thing I really want to go over is just a couple things about where we're moving and why I think this announcement is so important. You know, Jason and Matt had a private chairman training, and they were really just speaking the vision of what the next 90 days are going to look like. What is Q2 going to look like for this organization? And they were saying that they were so happy and grateful then, right? Because we're about to switch that up. They were so happy and grateful then that 10,000 new members were going to be entering into IAM Mastery Academy over the next 90 days. And it was funny because the belief levels of the chairman were so much higher. It was all of us laughing, saying, no, 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 no. Our organizations alone are going to be putting in 10,000 new people. And so as you guys have seen, right, as you guys have seen the name change in the chat, you've seen the affirmations in the morning, QC, right, is so happy and grateful now that we've added 10,000 new family members in Q2. And specifically, I put a date on there. If you guys saw my Instagram post today, I said by September 1st. And the reason why I said September 1st is because we have the announcement of the next convention. And so guys, I want you to put this in your schedule. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. I don't know if this is supposed to be known. I'm going to be doing a little training on this with Michael Dreamweaver tomorrow, but the last weekend of August, right, will be the Summer Slam convention. I'm always leaking the info, linking the, I'm not gonna, this is recorded. This goes on YouTube and they see this, I'm in trouble. I don't leak anything, no links, no nothing. Guys, don't share this, keep this in-house. But Summer Slam is in 5 months. On top of that, in July, we will be in Mexico for the chairman retreat. We're having some conversations now about what we want to do about the QC retreat, whether we'll open it up wide, it will be a ranked retreat. We're having these conversations. A lot of you were going to be in your cities. I know Mike and I are leaving for Connecticut on April 6th. We're going to be in Chicago. We're looking to go out to Puerto Rico. If you want us in your city, get your P1 or P2 on a call with Mike, Nancy, or I. Will set up a goal. The reason why we're going so quickly out to Connecticut is because they approached us at the beginning of the year. They were about 30 people active. And we said, if you get to 100 active members in Connecticut, we will be out there right after convention. They did it, right? They did it a whole entire month before convention. Now they're looking to go 500 strong here in the next 30 days. And so I'm extremely excited for them. So get your upline P1000, your sponsor P1000 to reach out Mike, Nancy, or I, and we'll go ahead and get that set up so you can get into your state. And so guys, this is why I'm really excited. I'm excited because 10,000 lives are about to be impacted, but I really want to drop some numbers in here that I think are really, really important. This is going to blow your mind. This is what's about to happen. Don't type in the chat. Don't do any of that. But really look at these numbers I just dropped in the chat. With 10,000 new people, we'll have 20 new Chairman 10s. We'll have 45 new Platinum 5000s. We'll have 133 new Platinum 2000s. We'll have 333 new Platinum 1000s. We'll have 833 new Platinum 600s. And we'll have 3,333 new Platinum 150s. Guys, these numbers are important, right? These numbers are important because if we want to see where we're going, we have to be able to see it as if it's reality today. If you want to go Chairman 10, do you know the PSRV that you need? Do you know the group volume that you need? Do you know the max leg balance? Do you know how many ranks you have to have in that rank down? Do you know every little piece of detail to create that physical reality in your mind as if it's already done? And that gets me so excited because that is so many new people creating residual income. So many new people having six-figure days in cryptos. So many new people having six-figure days in HFX, FRX, whatever it may be. And this is only the beginning. So guys, what I believe is going to happen is not just 10,000 lives impacted. I think it's going to be way more than that. You know, I had a conversation before we go into the announcement here because I'm cutting into Lewis's time. You know, QC got started 2 years ago in Vegas. It was an idea. It was an idea. That's all it was. It was an idea. We went to a convention. We were excited. It was Mike, Jordan, LaSavage, and I sitting on a plane, you know, just formulating, throwing up on a piece of paper what we wanted to create as a team culture, what we wanted to do, you know, what we wanted to develop, you know, and we're here today, right? We're here today at that. But New York, in my opinion, was the launch. Vegas was the creation. New York was the launch. And I think in Dallas this past weekend is where everything has come together, and we're going to not only just become a part of $1 billion company, but we are going to be $1 billion company. And guys, I'm just so happy and grateful because what I'm about to show you next is going to be that first step for us to actually create that. And so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, make sure I exit out of everything else here. And I'm going to show you what we've been working on over the past 3 months. So guys, welcome to your whole new QC website. This is completely coded. This is completely proprietary. This is our website. This isn't Teachables. This isn't IAM's. This is ours. IamQC.org. We also have it done in Spanish, somosqc.org, or no, yosoyqc.org. That is currently being programmed. We needed to launch the English one first. We're launching the Spanish one second. That should be done here within the month. We're going to be pushing it very, very heavy. We're getting everything translated. We got to do the videos. Just stick with me for a second. Guys, I'm not going to go in complete description of the vision for this website simply just because it will take forever. We've done hours and hours and hours of brainstorming with coders, programmers, a whole entire team of people making this happen. So this is our website. What will you become? You're going to be able to use this website to paint the vision for what is Quantum Creations, explain to them what are the different types of industries that they can get in, whether it's Forex, it's cryptos, it's e-commerce, it's options, it's developing residual income. You're going to be able to have a whole video breaking down what is IAM Mastery Academy and the different platforms we provide, from Forex education, crypto education, e-commerce, live mentorship, being able to copy, paste, and profit, partnering with Bob Proctor, and then obviously getting paid to share frequently asked questions, connections to the YouTube, the Instagram. We're also going to have our beautiful little leaderboard. You know, now that I'm looking at this leaderboard here, I really think that we need to have a leaderboard for FTMO, a leaderboard for 5-figure, 6-figure. We're going to be working on some things here, but obviously, guys, this is the team, the IAM Mastery Academy leadership, your Quantum Creation chairman, you know, our sponsor chairmen, obviously the Quantum Creation leadership. We had P1s and P2s on here as well. But this page became so long, we had to make it for P5000s plus. Maybe we'll change that up over time, but this is going to be amazing. You guys are going to be able to log in here, register, obviously, boom, plug your information in, log in, go to my account and start your course. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I haven't gone through it myself yet. As you can see, it says 0% complete. Welcome to Quantum Creations. Press play, mark complete, and move forward. Guys, this is going to have everything you need. It's sexy. There's links to it. It doesn't take you off the website. This is the perfect launch for your newest person, getting them the applications, getting them access to the community, navigating the back office, understanding the team schedule, who their mentors are, how to get their first broker and profit, developing their relationship with money. No matter what platinum package or elite package they go with, getting basics in Forex, cryptos, options, getting their first crypto wallet, getting an FTMO account, going through the vision, setting their true reality and building their foundation to create that accountability network, and then obviously going through the Smart Money course. And so guys, I'm super excited. QC has leveled up. It has leveled up. I personally believe that we are now at the point where 1,000 people a day could get started with Quantum Creation. I believe that it is already done. So guys, go through that website. If you see any errors, if you have any suggestions, please just private message me. I'm going to be creating a list of little word errors, video errors, things that may not have happened in translation, different things like that. Private message me on Telegram. I'll track all of that and have all that done. So guys, I'm excited. Go through this yourself. Use this with your organization. Share this with your teams. Share this with the newest people. Guys, I'm so happy and grateful now that QC has impacted 10,000 lives by September 1st, 2023.